Hi, and welcome back to Tips for You. Today's tip that I want to talk to you about is your hair and how to keep that long hair growing longer and longer, which is what we hopefully achieve. And I want to thank you all for your wonderful compliments about my hair. You're also really nice, and I really appreciate it. I'm glad that I'm able to help you all. So today we're going to talk about getting rid of those split ends. Now, we do what we can with conditioning, but if we want to avoid having our hair cut a lot, and like I said in past videos, you don't want to go and have your hair trimmed that often because you'll never grow it long that way. So you need to wait at least 3 to 4 months, and then you'll take off about 1/2 inch because your hair will grow 1/2 inch a month. That way you've at least got some growth that you've added on. And you know, only go if you think you need it. There's no rule that says you have to go and get your hair cut. I have a friend who has very long hair down to her bottom, and she goes twice a year. That's it, and her hair is beautiful. Okay, so in between going to the hairdresser or trying to minimize our visits to the hairdresser so we can save our length, I've got a tip for you. And you can do this anytime you're sitting watching TV or you've got some spare time. You'll trim them off yourself, and here's how you do it. I think the best tool to use is a little cuticle scissor that you just pick up at the drugstore. Okay, it's a little cuticle scissor that you use to trim your cuticles on your fingernails, which I very rarely do because I keep my nails very healthy. And you'll just grab a little section of your hair, and you'll go down near the bottom or wherever you see some split ends, and you'll twist your hair up like this so that your hair kind of pokes up, and you search for some split ends. And when you see one, you just snip it right off, okay? I'll see another one, I'll snip it right off. Another way you can do it that they pop out is you twist it. Take little sections of your hair and twist it, and then like fluff it out a little bit at the bottom, okay? And then you see some more, and you just snip them right off. Believe it or not, if your hair is healthy, you will have very few of these left after you've done this for a while. Usually, a lot of the split ends will form around your face line, around the frame of your face, because that hair gets brushed the most, touched the most. When you sleep, sometimes it gets the most activity. So you want to focus there. And you can grab any section you want. Take a section, bring it forward, check it. If you see a little split end, you snip it off at the bottom, because you don't want that little split end to grow any bigger. Okay? So when you see a split end, like I have one right here, it's very small, but that little split end will grow and separate and separate its way down the entire piece of hair and making it brittle. Once it's that way, when you condition, all you're doing is pulling them back together again just for your look, but the split end is still there. But if you can snip it off at the end when it's first begun, you've just saved an entire strand of hair from getting damaged and for further breakage. If you see sometimes a strand of hair is pretty dry and it'll have split ends going, like you'll see one that's formed on the bottom, and then you'll see another little tiny kind of like a break almost look to it, and then maybe one further. Go to the one that's the furthest up and snip it there, okay? Now, if you've done that, you do that periodically. Whenever you think of it, whenever you're sitting idly, watching your favorite TV shows, maybe you don't need to pay attention all the time, you just grab a piece of hair, you do that. Sometimes I've done that waiting in the parking lot, just waiting for someone to come out of the store, and I'm waiting to pick someone up, and I'll have my little scissor right there in the car, and I'll just, be chatting on the phone, and I'll just snip a few little strands of a few little split ends off. Each one that you split, that you trim, is one less that you have to worry about ruining your beautiful hair. And then, of course, you'll need to get your regular trims, but that will save a lot of your hair growth. So I hope you enjoyed that tip. And remember, it's a little cuticle scissor. Alrighty, well, I'd appreciate any comments that you have. And please subscribe, because we have lots more wonderful tips. Keep them coming. Okay, thank you, and you have a great day. Bye now.